Hey guys, DCub13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Alright, gonna go raid Yaga Smolensk for food. It's a real good sign the chapter's just titled Imminent Slaughter. Boy, I wonder if we're gonna be able to keep our promise, huh? Yeah, we got assassins and sabers, but honestly, it's better just countering the assassins here. No need to really worry about the sabers too much, they're not that strong. Although the assassins are something we have fought before. Thank God they're not the evil Trons, but you know. Ready to go, John. I've already sent soldiers on ahead to take up positions around the city. We will begin by eliminating the Opportuniki occupying the city. Then we may start negotiations with the mayor. He will likely grow more unwilling to negotiate if the battle drags on, so we must attack swiftly and decisively to break their resolve. Alright, let's go! Alright, here goes nothing. Oh yeah, this one actually is more assassin than anything else. Oh, come on, really? I'll have to use, Sansa's target focus in the next turn for those other Yaga. Maybe. Actually, I think we should just be fine with just using Waver's defense up. We'll kill that one at least. That's good. Oh, and we'll kill the other one too. Alright, more Yagas. Nani? Yep. No. Honestly, I'm not gonna be too worried about the assassin. I mean, he shouldn't kill anyone. Yeah. I was right not to be worried. He'll get a nice play. Alright. And hey, I'll bridge Nikki. Do it.
たりいじった方がいいんじゃないか。なーに、何事もやればできるさ。物理で殴るだけ。
Alright, we'll at least take out the strong opportunity. That just leaves the two 50Ks on the side. Honestly, I don't even think these guys are going to be that challenging to take out. Really, so long as you have some good casters, the opportunity are pretty harmless. He dropped an ice crystal. Yeah, he did. Nice. Alright, this round should take out him.
いいと。それでいいと。何？
Alright, not too bad. Alright, this one's just assassins, so that makes it pretty easy. Hey, see? Same party as before. Huh! Boss got the last of the Opportunity. Who are you, Pete? We are those who have sworn to defy the terrible and the Opportunity's oppressive regime. It's the rebel army. You all knew about the Yaga suffering in the frontier, yet you still kowtowed to the Opportunity and told them about the Yaga who had fled. I understand it is the Yaga way to submit to the strong, and that it is what you must do to survive. But there is a price for the choices you have made, and now is the time to pay that price. Bring us 60% of the food you have stored. Over half of our stock? You can't be serious. We'll all starve to death. I know a lie when I smell one. You could hand over 70% and still be just fine. What? That's absurd! As long as you lot do not eat greedily, that is. Did you really think you could fool me? I have heard all about how some Yaga communities have essentially separated into nobility and commoners. How foolish. In this frigid tundra, any Yaga who does not receive a fair share of food cannot hope to survive. Did you honestly think you could form a nobility caste whose only role is to sit around and grow fat? You misunderstand. We would never think to establish a nobility not sanctioned by the Tsar. All we did was divide our roles. Weaklings like the old, the sick, and the orphans are weeded out, leaving the warriors to protect the city and the rest of us to keep it running. That's how we've kept this city safe all these years. Warriors keeping the city safe. The only thing they're keeping safe is the demonic beast colonies. I also know how they've been shooting Yaga from other villages who happen to cross their path. Shut your mouth, you furless freak! Those demonic beasts are our quarry! I'm speaking to your mayor. Stay out of this. Wait, please. You win. We'll bring you the food. But please, at least take no more than 30, no 40%. 50%. Give us half your food and we will leave your city in peace. I assure you this will not be a regular occurrence. Our current circumstances are unusually dire. I hope you can understand, Mayor. Very well. I understand Atalante went on the offensive to discourage them from resisting. but she may have gone a bit too far. Holmes? Hostility is running high in the rebel army right now. You can see it in their eyes.
Oh yes, I can tell. I know that glare all too well. I've seen it aimed my way many a time.
And yet you're still standing.
Indeed, they used to call me the Indomitable Gory, just like my father.
Foe! Fight! Foe!
Foe, no! Stop trying to encourage them.
Foe wishes you luck.
Don't you tell me that, cursed little monster! This is the thanks I get for sharing my bacon with you every morning!
So, for the moment, this hostility remains relegated to tongue-clicking and spitting in disgust. However, it will take but a single spark to ignite a conflagration. Be careful, Mr. John. Uh-oh. Master!
Shut up, I barely bumped into him!
How can you say that? He's only a child!
We're in a hurry here, I don't have time for this shit!
Both of you just settle down. How dare you all revolt like this? It was the Tsar who made it possible for us to survive this world. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for him, you ingrates.
Shut up! Do you know what it's like having to watch the Opportunity murder your little sister? They trampled her with their black horses until her body was a red smear on the ground.
Only because she was weak and deserved to die.
Both of you, stop it!
Enough. This conversation is over. Get back. Yeah, I mean you too.
Damn it.
You okay, Mash? Yes, I'm alright. I'm only watching from a distance after all. It's just... this must be so hard. There aren't clearly defined lines between the two sides. Both have their own justifiable reasons for the choices they've made.
Yeah.
It's the Opportunity! The Opportunity are here! Huh? Reinforcements!
Everybody, get your rifles ready! Prepare for combat!
I give the orders here. Your rifles stay where they are. Now hurry and get the food out of here.
Thank goodness. I knew the Tsar hadn't forsaken us. This is the end for you traitorous rebels. Tremble in fear. The Opportunity will wipe out every last one of you.
Are you an idiot? What do you think is going to happen here? Your people will be caught in the crossfire.
Huh?
This couldn't have happened at a worse time. There will be a massacre, just as Advocate Braun feared. We were hoping to minimize losses on both sides, but now, it seems the opposite will be accomplished. What do we do? Our only option is to head out as quickly as possible and face the Opportunity far away from the townspeople. But even then, I'm afraid it would be fiendishly difficult to stop them entirely. I only hope Advocate Braun makes it here in time. Billy. Guess we're just gonna have to do what we can to stop him. Let's go! Here come the Opportunity, Master. Please be careful.
Hostile rebels spotted defying the Tsar. We will mow them down and return them all to dust.
Let's do this, John. I'll hold them off just as long as I can. Alright, Opportunity wave. According to the guide, it says this is an unending wave. Let's see how... oh yeah, 100 of them. Alright, we just gotta break our way through to the leader then. That's not too bad. Let's have to wait until the leader actually shows up.
いいとも。そうこっちのが得意でね。いいとも、お望みのままに。何？さあ、そうです。
それでいいんだ。
Oh, it's gonna wave a crit there. Expecting Sanzo to get a crit. Alright, there's the leader. Just gotta break his bar. That shouldn't be too hard of a thing to accomplish, I think.
何事もやればできるさ。
みほとけパワー全開。みほとけのカード見せてあげる。5秒間シャカニョライショー。
Alright, how much did that do? Oh, that actually broke his bar. Alright, cool.
あったったった。久しぶりの運動は応えるね。
Alright, once again, just assassins. We have Avocabron. I think we'll just stick with our normal team. This is what seems to be working for now. Gotta reload. Give me a bit of cover. I'll heal you. That'd be just capital. Thanks. It's no use. I'm afraid it's already begun. Huh? Gah! Ah!
They did it! They did it! Take that, you damn traitors! This is my town, you... Huh? What? Why? My Tsar... Goddamn Oprichniki!
Ah!
Damn it! Die! Die already!
Death to all who resist the Tsar. Rest in peace.
Ah! You bastard!
Damn it, this thing packs enough power to stop a demonic beast dead. These Oprichniki just won't go down. They're much stronger than the ones from before.
Take this! Ah! What do you think you're doing? That was a civilian!
What are you, nuts? He had a weapon on him.
Look closer, you idiot! That was a broom!
Fire, fire, fire!
Kill them! Kill them all! Damn it.
My arm! Do not open fire on civilians!
But boss, they got guns too. And the Oprichniki are all mixed in among them. Can't just ignore them.
Aim for the Oprichniki only. That is all I can say.
Right.
I cannot believe I am tolerating collateral damage.
Damn it. Where's Mom? She alright? She hasn't come outside, has she?
she's fine. There's nothing happening near her house.
What the?
That was a bomb! The rebel army's bombing us!
The Opportunity are bombing us! What's going on? Damn it, there's a fire!
Fire! My house is on fire! This is awful. What do we do?
How can we save everyone?
We don't know who started that fire, but if it spreads to the rest of the city... I believe it was a dust explosion. It was most likely caused by that group who attacked the grain storehouse earlier. From there, the resulting fire must have reached the warehouse that was filled with the oil barrels. But worry not. The blizzard is picking up, so to speak. The fire should go out before it can spread. Avike Braun! My apologies for being tardy, Master, but with the extra time I took, I will now be able to properly contain the situation. Really? Are you sure? I am. Everything is in place. Now, let's turn this mess around, shall we? Golems activate. Chokma Bell Infinite.
Why you... Huh?
Now you've done... Huh? Ah! They have two orders. Gather up all weapons, crush the Opportunity. The golems I embedded throughout the city are already on the move thanks to the cores I set in place in the buildings I'm using for material. Fortunately, this city, no, in fact every stone wall in this world is imbued with magical energy. In consequence, it is all especially well suited to making golems. Of course, doing so does end up destroying a large number of stone walls and buildings in the process, but I hope you will agree that it is much better to lose buildings than to lose lives. While I'm on the subject, I should also mention that I was able to keep the fire from spreading by having my golems destroy the surrounding buildings. I had no idea you could use golems like this. No wonder it took you so long to get ready. I do apologize for that. I only wish I'd begun setting the cores a little sooner. Is there anything else you would like me to do, Master? No, I think that about covers it. I'm glad to hear it. That makes all my hard work worthwhile. Alright, this one should actually be a nice battle. I don't think we have to fight a 250,000 HP Opportunity.
戦闘なるべくは避けたい行為仕方あるまいいともそうだ
Alright, so the golem does 1,000 damage to one of them each turn. And also decreases their defense. I might as well target that one while he's weakened. Oh yeah, that was the right choice. Well, almost. Attack down. Fucking love that sound effect the Opportunities make when they use the skill. God damn it. Another permafrost crystal. Man, Avike Braun, you're the best.
もうつまらん計略だ罠だ
There we go, the golem killed it. Perfect. Exactly the effect I needed. Alright, let's take out the golem. I mean, the golem of the Opportunity.
夢のような
Take out the one that's going to be a threat, and then we'll start attacking the 67,000 one.
御仏の角見せてあげる
Alright,
何
Nice.
お望みのままに
Alright.
あったあった
Pretty simple.
久しぶりの運動は応えるね
Very well. That should do it. Now then, let us make a cautious retreat. I've placed golems all throughout the city. I can't promise there will be no more injuries, but at least there should not be further deaths. Please don't kill... Huh?
Hey, that's my weapon!
Come back with that! Good. How's the food coming along?
We're almost done thanks to the golem's help.
Although we've lost almost a third of what we had originally meant to take. It will have to be enough. Rebel Army, it is time to make our retreat. That's the signal to retreat, Master. Good. The Opportunity should prioritize the golems over us. Let us take this opportunity to retreat as well.
It'll be okay. It'll be fine. What the hell am I saying? So what if it is fine? I can't visit her now. I already gave up on this town. I abandoned it. Besides, that last bit of food I left her has got to be gone by now. Hey, you!
Pachi? You traitor! I knew you joined the Rebel Ar...
Forget about that. What about my mom? Is she okay?
Your mother? What are you, stupid? Your mother's dead, all because you joined the Rebel Army. We gathered as many rocks as we could and stoned her to death ourselves. It's all your fault. It never would have happened if you hadn't been so weak. Now it's your turn to die, you piece of...
Ugh. That can't be. No, you're lying. You're... No, I know he wasn't lying. I should have known all along. Should have known this city would never let a traitor's family go unpunished. Of course they were gonna kill my mother when I gave up on this place. No. No. This is not my fault. It's not! The rebellion is in the right. These Yaga are all sinners. We should never have lived in this city. This place always scared me ever since I was a kid. They're always so ruthless with the weak. Dad used to be the captain of the city's guards, but when he petitioned the Opportunity for more food on the city's behalf, they killed him on the spot. This city is trash, worse than trash. Why couldn't Mom just leave? It's my fault, jeez. No, it's not. It's not! Damn it. Pachi, what are you doing? Come on, we're leaving. Huh? Shit, there's still some Opportunity left. Go on and bring up the rear. Hurry! I'm sorry. Pachi? Where's he going? Let's go, Master. It seems Pachi is going his own way now. What happened? Pachi. I feel like I'm gonna suffocate. What's wrong? It's almost time for our inspection. Oh yes, what's his name? Kirshtaria. Wodime. That's it. I'm told he's a mage from a very old, distinguished family. There's plenty of mages from old families. That's nothing special. Wodime's the real deal. He's got the lineage, the skill, and the confidence. I hate to admit it, but there's no better choice for a leader than him. The Cryptors are supposed to be competing to see which Lost Belt comes out on top. But we pretty much all know that he's going to end up winning.
You mean at this point in time?
Yeah, at this point in time.
Good. I'm glad to see you've still got some fight left in you. For a while there, I thought we'd scared you off for good. Stand down, Oprichniki. She is our guest. She is no threat to the Tsar. I might be, depending on what you guys have been up to. If your king turns out to be a useless third-rate weakling, I'm taking him and this whole Lost Belt down. Please stop trying to provoke us. I respect the effort it must have taken across the sea and storms to pay us a visit. But I can't say I approve of you trying to stir up unnecessary trouble. Fighting now benefits no one. Besides, I'd hate to have to cut the number of Wodaim's precious divine spirit servants from 3 to 2. Well, well, listen to you. Here I thought you were just another weakling. Hey, Grand Duchess. Is he just acting tough because you're here? Or has he just been keeping his fangs hidden all this time? Do you really need to ask, Canis? It's both. I see. So he's scared and foolhardy, huh? I like that. Means he's still got plenty of room to grow. What do you want? We don't have anything noteworthy to report. Everything's going fine. You call this fine? Yours is the only lost boat with the tree of emptiness hasn't taken root. Hell, yours hasn't even sprouted yet. No wonder my master's concerned. Why do you think he sent me here? He's worried a weakling like you wouldn't be up to the challenge. I'm doing great. Might be a slow start, but that's not exactly anything new for me. My caster and I are going to be the last ones standing when this is all over. That won't change. I know the Tree of Emptiness hasn't taken root. That's because the Tsar doesn't get why he needs it yet. But it's only a matter of time until he does. In the meantime, I'm going to keep laying my groundwork. Ever played Reverse Eye? No, I guess you wouldn't have. Well, let's just say I'm playing the long game. Things will switch up down the line. You've got harsh eyes. I can see your ambitions in them. So, you're sucking up to your king while waiting for your chance to turn the tables on him, huh? Fine then. If you can actually put one over on Wodaim, that'll make for one hell of a show. Alright, I'll tell him there's no problem in Russia. This Lost Belt's foundations might suck, but its king is as monstrous as they come. Yep, I took a peek at him and he's quite a beast. I don't even think our own Demiurge could take him. Make sure you get a good jump on the other cryptors, Kedox and Lupus. You want to look good for your woman, don't you? I think it's sweet, a master and servant being a couple. Once you've made it official, I'll pop over and make her my woman, right in front of you. How vulgar. Uncultured boor. I despise your kind. Well, ain't that a coincidence? I can't stand a woman who can't do a damn thing for herself getting fawned over all the time. Are you lonely or something, Canis? Need someone to talk to? It's a tea party you're looking for, I'll grab you a chair right now. Sure thing. I'll be glad to take you up on that when little Miss Grand Duchess ain't around. Hey, listen to that biting wit of yours. How come you keep that under wraps most of the time? Let's just say I know there's a time and place for everything. Now, is that all you have to say? Yeah, that's it. Oh, hey, one more thing. Those proper human history guys still here? I'm pretty sure David said they'd be showing up here in Russia. I'm handling them as we speak. They'll be out of the picture soon enough. The hell? You mean you still haven't killed them? Tell you what, I'll do you a favor while I'm here and take care of them for you. I don't think so. This is my Lost Belt they came to. That makes them my quarry. Mine to deal with as I see fit. Is that so? You sure are pushing your luck, aren't you, human? Almost like looking at myself back when I was still living. Fine, Kadok. I'll see how far that arrogance of yours carries you. You're right. Russia is your game board, after all. You just do your best to get first place. Be careful you don't get taken by surprise. If you pull it off, maybe then I'll join you for your little tea party. What an obnoxious servant. If you hadn't been there to stop me, I would have ended up killing Canis myself.
We don't need any more trouble right now. I don't want to bother the Tsar either.
I wonder if all heroes from the Age of Gods are as rude as she is. I can't stand how she looks down on us either.
Yeah, I know. It's all my fault.
Yes, it is. And when something reflects poorly on you, it reflects poorly on me as well. I understand why that is, but it only makes me angrier.
I still have some tea leaves Pepe gave me. I know you servants don't need that sort of thing, but I hope it'll at least put you in a better mood.
That will depend on how it tastes.
Sheesh. Alright, I think... Yeah, this one's just store. Oh, the man in gray. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, Avenger bosses. Oh, my favorite. Oh, yeah. Mmm. Get the provisions to the storehouse, quickly! After that, I want you to sort them into perishables and non-perishables, and give the perishables to the children and elderly. Non-combatants, boil some water and prepare to treat the wounded. I want the wounded in a single file line. I'm afraid I get a bit queasy at the sight of blood, so I think I'll go repair my golems instead. I will also have some of my golems keep watch. I believe it would be best for all the Yaga to get some rest now. Thank you, Advocate Braun. I appreciate that. Think nothing of it. I must say, though, it is rather odd hearing you thank me. What do you mean? It's nothing. Let's just say I sensed fate at work. Apocrypha. I do not understand that man. I'm hungry. Don't worry, I'll have some meat for you in no time. That'll make you feel better. Pache. Master. What are you muttering about? He ran away and we didn't go after him. That's all there is to it. Besides, any mage worth their salt should be used to betrayal. Don't be sad about that mutt running away. Be sad you've lost your guide in this land and how hard it'll be to replace him. Yeah, but I don't think it's really that John is sad necessarily. I think he's just trying to understand why he left more than anything. I imagine he had his reasons. Of course, we owe him a debt for involving him in all this to begin with. We would just have to hope that he is alright. There's nothing else we can do for him right now. Now, what say we switch gears, Mr. John? It seems you have finished unloading the food. Perhaps you should inform Miss Atalante. All the food's put away. Good. Thank you, John. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate your help. If it weren't for you and Advocate Braun, the rebel army would have been wiped out today. Or, barring that, we may have ended up massacring the townspeople. And we could never have hoped to atone for such a sin. Thankfully, our own losses were minimal. At least, that is what I will tell myself to keep despair at bay. At any rate, I am sorry to ask this of you so soon after getting back, but I have another mission. We learned something in our intelligence gathering for this operation. It does not pertain to the operation, but it is nonetheless very important. It concerns the town of Yagatula. Do you remember what I told you before, about the soldiers who came to join us and soon ended up leaving again? I'm told they had made their way into Yagatula, ingratiated themselves with the local authorities, and now essentially run the town as their own. Although they've been careful not to do anything that would incur Ivan the Terrible's wrath. Unfortunately, it would seem the Imperial Courts mage, priest, or some such caught wind of those Yaga. We have word the Opportuniki and his servant have been sent to deal with them, which has thrown the whole town into chaos. But this also puts one of our enemy's stronger operatives alone and unguarded in the field, not counting the Opportuniki, of course. This represents an excellent opportunity to eliminate the servant. Unfortunately, Yagatula is too far away to send a large force without it being obvious. I am certain one of Advocate Braun's golems could cross that distance in no time. But if he goes with you, I'm afraid that would leave the golems here inoperable.
In that case, I will set them to obey your commands, Adelanti. I'm afraid they won't be able to handle complex instructions, but you should have no problem telling them who to attack or what to carry. That would be more than sufficient. The rebel army should not be going anywhere for the time being. We will remain here to tend to our injured and continue our training. By the way, about Pachi. Yes, I heard the report. That sort of thing happens all the time. Though it may have been a poor choice on his part to run away in Yaga Smolensk of all places. I only hope the Opportuniki have not killed him. Anyway, I'll head off to Yagatula. With all the traveling you are doing, you will soon know this land just as well as any Yaga. Well, since you look to be going against another servant, I reckon I'll tag along. Adelanti, got any notion of who this servant may be? Yes, it seems he has not at all been shy about announcing his name. He is called Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Huh? Amadeus?
Damn it, what is that thing? I'd rather fight the Opportuniki any day of the week. Fear me. My shriek shall shatter your eardrums, and my claws shall slice the very darkness itself. I shall execute you all, and see that your sins are punished. There is no refuge for evil in this world. Another wrong made right. It is unclear whether there is meaning to this justice, but as I am a servant, this is how things must be. Repent for your misdeeds and rest in peace. In this lost belt, death is the closest you will come to salvation. There he is! It's the servant! Come on, shoot him quickly! Damn it, he's gone! Where is he? Where'd he go? Maybe if we follow his scent. What do you imagine that will accomplish? Ugh! You Yagas certainly are resilient. Even I cannot kill you unless I cut off your heads. I caught one. Damn it, let me go! Do not fret. I will. Just as soon as you tell me what I need to know. Are you part of the rebel army? Hell no, we're not! Don't go lumping us in with those sissies! As you are the one to have ended up captured, I have to believe that they are the more capable bunch. Shut up! Hand over your food! If we don't eat, we're gonna starve to death! Ugh. Tell me, have you ever heard anyone play the piano? Huh? Piano? What's that? Put him out of his misery, Oprichnik. Those of his profession do not deserve such a grand reward. Hey, stop that! Get away from... Why? Why is there no music to be found here? Why does no one even attempt to open their mind and lend an ear to the arts, to the poetry of sound, to the whispers of the heavens? I suppose everyone who lives in this chilling hellscape is far too preoccupied with survival to appreciate the finer things in life. What are your orders? Are there any bandits still alive? Yes, one. Torture him as you desire, then release him. Release an enemy of the Tsar. You heard me. Release him and he shall make his way to those with power. He will run to the rebel army for help, and thus lead us right to them. I would ask why you couldn't think of something so simple, but I suppose that would be too much to expect of denizens of dreams such as yourselves. Nonetheless, I know of what I speak when I say that letting this one go will help us eliminate the Tsar's enemies. Resist the urge to slaughter him now. This blizzard batters my cranium. Why am I here? What purpose am I meant to serve?
Okay, see you later. Right, be careful. Oh, while you're out there, I would appreciate it if you could also deliver our manifesto to the villages you find along the way. Could I ask that of you? The sooner we have enough power to attack the capital, the sooner we will be free of the Tsar's tyranny. At the moment, though, we still have a great deal to do before we are able to free this world.
Hey, guess we won't be seeing you around for a while. You guys really saved our crit shot bacon back there.
Bye-bye, Mr. Weakling.
Hey, don't be rude to John.
But he's human, right? Aren't humans weak? I heard that's why they all died out a long time ago, so I'm real surprised to see some now.
Don't be stupid. These humans are here because they're strong. So strong they'll kill you if you keep mouthing off to them like that.
Okay, sorry.
Why'd you say we would kill her?
For us, the idea that the strong get to eat is absolutely everything. It affects every aspect of our lives. I've had that idea imprinted on me ever since I was a pup myself, and I still basically agree with it.
See you later. Bring me back a souvenir.
I don't know if there'll be any souvenirs, but I'll try. I finished making adjustments to your golem, Master. Thankfully, the blizzard is rather mild today, at least by this world's standards. I believe it would be best to take advantage of that and make as much progress as you can.
And then there are the manifestos Atalanti asked you to deliver. Please make sure you're well prepared before you head out, Master. Don't forget to check your Arctic Mystic code.
Indeed. This code is so severe that any slit in your Mystic code could quickly lead to frostbite and necrosis on the affected body part. Even with your Magecraft protection, I do hope you will be careful out there, Master. Alright, heading out. My goal was always to unite all the servants summoned to this land and overthrow Ivan the Terrible alongside the rebel army. And now, thanks to the Master of Chaldea, that goal actually seems attainable, rather than a pipe dream. My head is killing me. I suppose even servants cannot always get what they want. When my pipe dream becomes reality, I wonder if I will wake up from this dream too.
Let me go, damn it!
So you're a survivor from the rebel army. Unfortunately, you were the only one I was able to capture. The Opportuniki have a terrible time exercising control at times like this, you see. In that sense, you should count yourself lucky. I hope you understand that much.
Just so you know, I'm only a new recruit. I don't remember anything.
I see. So you lack confidence in your memory, eh? I appreciate you telling me that before we begin. Your kind are quite durable indeed. We could be out here all day if we take things one question at a time.
What was that?
I said you Yaga have a high tolerance for pain thanks to your dull sense of it. All the more so if you're prepared to give up your lives. In my experience, you cannot make a Yaga talk whether you rip out his claws, break his limbs, or even toss him in a dark hole for a month. The Opportuniki's methods of torture only ever end up killing you. It's a tremendous waste of time.
Is that so? If you're gonna kill me, then kill me already.
I can't do that, my young Yaga. As you can see, I am a man of the cloth, here to spread God's word. I would like to avoid taking life unless strictly necessary. Besides, I have something else in mind. There's a test of sorts I've been meaning to try out. Opportuniki, we will be taking this Yaga with us. Do be careful with him.
Yes, sir. What are you planning to make me do?
I believe you said you lacked confidence in your memories. Then you have cause to rejoice. I'm going to give you the shock of a lifetime. Oh, that sounds great. Doesn't exactly make it good to say when you hear a smirking Kotomine Kirei say it. Alright, the man in gray. This is all, Look, it's the man in gray. Yeah, big fucking surprise we're gonna be fighting, especially since I've been using him all this fucking time. Let's bring you... I'll bring Emiya too. Why not? Just so I can have some AoEs. An AoE. Yeah, this should be okay. Oh, great. Communications are breaking up.
Sorry, we're back online. I'm afraid our transmission is cutting in and out. It might be because of how fast you're moving.
Can't you track Master even without communicating with him?
Yes, of course. I'm monitoring him right now.
Perhaps we should slow down for a while and take a moment to report. Or why don't we take a break or even set up camp for the night?
Well, that sounds like a fine idea. I confess I'm about ridden down. What do you think, Master? You must be tired as well, no?
Well, before we do... Ah, I see. There are demonic beasts nearby. Let us take care of them first.
Alright then, it's hunting time.
Ooh, I think this might be a little bit of a long episode. I don't think it'll be too long, because we just got a section of demon boars. Oh. Yeah, no, this shouldn't take too long. Hopefully.
通りな勤務時間ですね。はっ。はあ。小手調べな。あち。
Oh. Let's go. Yeah,
ズバッといきます。
this should, maybe not kill. Oh, actually, yeah.
ダブル。あち。ズバッ通りな。よし。ダブル。ほう。
We'll be able to charge up Emiya on the next wave. We can do that with a waiver. I thought this one was gonna have reinforcements, but thankfully not. Do it.
セットアップ。一度発動。
癖が悪くてね。
I think I'll give the illusionary buff to Emiya. So let's go Unlimited Blade Works, Ether Space get powerful, and then I'll go with an Emiya card.
いえ、すごく使いたいです。
I am the bone of my soul. So, as I played, unlimited blade works.
Yeah, that'll perfectly kill the middle one. Not bad.
控えめに言って本気を出します。最果ての光を私にボーナスを。
Give me a bonus.
セイバー。
She really wants that
ダブル
bonus.
エクスダイナミック。 見直しま
And
した
it
か
dropped the seed of
ちょ
Yggdrasil.
っとシリアスになればこんなものです。えへん。
Are you alright, Master? You're not too cold, are you?
It's actually pretty warm in here.
Seems you can make golems out of just about anything, huh, Advocate Braun? Stones, trees, metal. You can just use all kinds of stuff, can't you?
You are correct, for the most part.
Well, there's no shortage of snow around here. Could you make a golem out of that?
Snow golems, eh? Leaving aside what to use as a core, I imagine it would be rather difficult to accumulate and maintain the material. Although they would have an advantage in that they would be difficult to physically destroy, as they could always just reassemble themselves from all the snow around them. But no, it just wouldn't work. No matter how I run the numbers, the average core would just would not be capable of accumulating sufficient quantities of snow. Using more valuable materials for the core would only result in golems that, while nigh impossible to destroy, are otherwise exceptionally weak. What do you think, Master? What if you froze them? True, this temperature is low enough to freeze almost anything instantly. The resulting golems would still have limited capabilities, but that would be a better trade-off, yes.
You really do love golems, don't you, Avacabron?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I simply dislike humans.
Huh?
Say what? That came out kind of nowhere. Oh, I don't mean that I despise them. My apologies, I should have chosen my words more carefully. I only meant that I find interacting with humans troublesome, and tend to avoid it as much as possible. That is just the sort of person I am.
So then, why are you okay talking like this?
Since becoming a servant, I realized the error of my ways. At least in part. So I decided I should continue to talk to others, no matter how reluctant I may be to do so.
Oh, if you find it unpleasant, we would be happy to keep quiet.
No, that would not do. That would not do at all, Mash. While it is fair to say that I do not like humans, I did try to save them to the best of my ability. I did so in life, and I continue to do so in death. But I'm still not sure why, and that troubles me. Giants are supposed to be immortal. They must not be allowed to die. If they do, that will be my fault.
Avacabron?
Apologies. I didn't mean to lose my composure. At any rate, I feel as though I'm very close to a breakthrough. And if I'm to find it, I need to continue talking with all of you. So don't worry how I feel about it. I want us to continue to talk freely amongst ourselves.
You know, I can't help thinking.
Yes? If you hadn't said that, this wouldn't be an issue now. That's true. You make an excellent point.
Maybe so, but I'm still glad you told us. I think it was very important that you did. Heroic spirits may exist to protect humanity. That doesn't mean they all feel the same way about it. Some used to be human. Some are descended from gods. Some were never human at all.
But whoever they used to be, we're all allies now. True. This may sound impertinent, but the fact is that we are indeed allies now. We are our own community. Ah, that reminds me. Holmes, you around? Yes, I'm here. What is it? I'm just a mite curious about what's going on outside Russia right now. How's it looking out there? I'm afraid we are not in a position to find that out just yet. There is an enormous storm wall that surrounds all of Russia, you see. That said, the paper moon did show us what Earth currently looks like when we emerged here. It's become a smooth, perfectly round planet. Not a single sign of nature exists to be found, to say nothing of civilization. There may be some slight variations in elevation, but there are no mountains surpassing 1,000 meters that we have seen. The only things remaining on this now empty world are 7 abnormal regions, each of roughly the same scale as this version of Russia. I'm afraid that's all we know right now. Well, ain't that just perfect? Guess Russia ain't the only place that's changed more in a bit. My memories are all still a blur, but there's one thing I know to a certainty. I'm damn sure the place I lived my life was a nice, easygoing world, where there weren't no trouble that couldn't be solved with a bullet. Now then, before we continue on our way tomorrow, I believe we should stop at the nearby village and hand out the manifesto.
Go away, servants. Leave now and don't come back.
Oh? May I ask why? If you know that we are servants rather than humans, then why do you speak to us like that?
I know that you servants are inhuman monsters. That's why I want you to go away. If that still isn't enough for you, then go ahead and kill me first.
Are you that scared of Ivan the Terrible?
You lot see our neighbor village on that map of yours?
Yeah, I see it. Why do you ask?
Go there and you will see a sign of the Tsar's power. Then I'm sure you'll understand. So long as that reminder is there, we could never even dream of defying him.
Well, that was certainly not the warmest of welcomes. Nonetheless, I am curious about this sign of the Tsar. I suggest we head there now and see what we can learn from it. Okay, let's do that. Very well then. I wonder what we shall find. I ain't too keen on sticking around this village any longer than we gotta. Let's get a move on. What happened here? Did an earthquake hit here? Maybe a twister.
Damn.
How terrible. What a horrible disaster this must have been. This is downright awful.
What is it? We can't see anything on our end.
Maybe the comms are acting up?
Very well, I'll try to fix them.
Thanks, Gordoff. Are you trying to break our equipment, old man? Looking for an excuse to replace it or something? In case you somehow forgot, we can't just go buy a new one here. If you break it, I'm bringing a replacement from your quarters.
You dare talk to your commander like that? Mash, use your demi-powers to give Minier the spanking of his life. Weekend or not, you are still a servant, aren't you? Then get in there and shatter his coccyx.
I'm sorry, Director, but I can't follow an order like that.
Why would you ever even think to do something like that?
Don't worry, I'll fix the comms. Smack it.
Fucking. Thanks, Gordoff. I didn't know you knew my tricks. And he's as tech savvy as I am. Very well. If you would be so kind as to describe the scene for us, I should have no difficulty piecing together what happened. I ain't rightly sure, Holmes. Not a lot to describe. Can't say much more than the place has been just about completely obliterated. There are, of course, no survivors to be found. Does it appear to have been burned to the ground? What do you think, Billy? Don't look that way, no. No scorch marks on what's left of the houses or anything like that. Besides, I got a feeling fire don't take well the conditions around here. Don't see much burning. True. Likely not the work of the Obrochniki either. They would have no need to destroy these homes. Tell me, Mr. John, is there anything that strikes you about the scene? Anything at all? It kinda reminds me of the aftermath of the Tunguska event. The great mid-air explosion said to be observable all the way from London. I believe that was caused by a comet or an asteroid. You know, now that you mention it, it does look like something crushed those houses from above. But still, it still somehow wasn't enough, so we got a crater here. Well, what are we dealing with? Some kind of space rock or something else entirely? Whatever the case, this is the power we face by opposing Ivan the Terrible. The Yaga here all died instantly, without even a moment to be frightened. No wonder that other village was so terrified. It would seem there was little to be gained by handing out the manifesto here. Yeah, suppose we might as well just head straight for our destination then. Well, no time like the present. Let's go find out if this Mozart fella is the sort of monster we can beat, or the sort we can befriend. However the chips fall, Mach 6 shooter will help see us through. Alright, Yagatula. Avenger and assassin enemies. Well. Oh, thank God there's a moon cancer here. I wonder, is my moon cancer here? Oh no, I'd have to sign in. Oh, I think I lost it. Shit. Why'd I do that? fine. More people with their fucking support's not even set. Let me sign in on my personal FGO account. That should put my BB on the list. I think we're making some pretty decent progress so far on this Lost Belt, though. We're about, like, I think we're a little over halfway done with the Lost Belt, which is actually pretty surprising to me. How many chapters? We're on the last part of section 13. 22 is the last section, so yeah, we're slightly over halfway done then. Well, then again, it's not like Anastasia is a particularly hard Lost Belt. I mean, it is the first one, so it's actually fairly easy, I'd say. I'd say we're probably going to have a tough time in Gotterdammerung, the next Lost Belt. But, you know, I don't think we'll have that bad of a time. Just some of the enemies there I feel like I'm going to have some trouble with. Because even on my personal account, I had some trouble with some of the enemies there. Like, one of the bosses in particular. But this Lost Belt... Really, I mean, as long as you have good casters, you're fine. There's really nothing to be afraid of. Alright, let's bring Sanzo as well. Alright, this should be good. Here we are. John, would you mind pulling your hood lower to hide your face? One cannot be too careful after all. I'll just go ahead and use my spirit form then. It does seem lively here despite the late hour. It would be much easier to acquire information if Pachi were still here with us. But since he isn't, the best we can hope to do is eavesdrop. Wait just a moment, please. Oh, sure. May I ask why you're putting your hand up to the wall? Why, to eavesdrop, of course. The Tsars! Long live the Tsar! That's not gonna help us.
The Opportunity killed.
Not enough demonic beast leather.
There's a monster. I've been hearing strange sounds lately.
Speaking of sounds, the Tsar. Not joking, he said he saw an old-fashioned human with his own eyes.
Ah, here we are.
Said they were at the old church. You know, the one up north. If we beat them, we still got a shot at winning. Don't be stupid. Even if that's true, we're talking about someone the Opportunity take orders from. We can't possibly beat someone like that. Nothing good can come from defying the Tsar. Don't give me that crap now. I'm sick of the damn Tsar. He pawns everything off on the Opportunity, and when he goes out on his own, all he does is wipe out another village or town off the map. And when he's not doing that, he doesn't even try to help us. We're the ones who built this city. The Tsar didn't do shit. Yeah, but so what? You know how strong the Tsar is. That's what it all comes down to in the end. We know that in our bones. There's not a single thing we can do in the face of such monstrous power. The only hope we've got is that he doesn't wake up. As long as he stays asleep, we can manage to get by. Damn the Opportunity. They're nothing but the Tsar's dogs. Do we have no choice but to kowtow to them?
There we go. I just learned that a mysterious servant is supposedly staying at an old church. Is there anything you can't do? All I did was apply my golem spell in a different manner. In truth, the technique does not lend itself very well to finding specific information. It was simply good fortune that I happened to find what we sought. That alone demonstrates how many Yaga are talking about this. In any case, shall we pay this church a visit?
So this is the church. I don't detect any movement around there.
Indeed. Nor do I see anything out of place that a servant might have left behind.
Same here. Just looks like an ordinary neglected church.
What do you think, Holmes? I imagine a detective of your caliber may find something we cannot. Well, it's a bit difficult to get a clear picture over the monitor, but... Yes, I do see signs that a servant was here. It seems the servant in question used this church as a base of operations. I believe this place served a similar function to a caster's workshop. He must have felt very much at home.
Well, ain't that something?
You really are a great detective.
That was my analysis at work, thank you very much. All Holmes did was look at the summary.
Holmes? Stealing Da Vinci's work? Come on, Holmes, you're better than that. Drat, I've been found out. Suppose I got a bit carried away. I'm afraid I've been under a great deal of stress lately since I haven't been able to make many biting deductions. I do apologize. Fucking Holmes.
That's rich coming from you, Detective Happy-Go-Lucky. As if you've ever had a stressful day in your life.
You wound me, Gordoff. There are some mysteries that simply cannot be solved. That alone is a great source of stress for me. Very well then. If the servant is staying here, why don't we wait for him to return?
I agree with Advocate Braun, Master. It must have been exhausting coming all this way in only 2 days. This seems like a good opportunity to rest up, and I urge you to take it.
These benches may not make for the most comfortable of beds, but I suspect they will be considerably better than simply sitting down. Okay, I'll get some sleep. Good night, Mash. And thank you.
Of course, Master. I'll wake you up if anything happens. No way. You really have no idea? Never mind their Magecraft alignments, you don't even know their names? You're kidding! I didn't know you were so cold-hearted, John! In that case, you really can't blame them if they wake up pissed off at you, can you? After all, you stole everything from them. Their jobs, their purpose, even their place at Chaldea.
Come now, you really don't know? All the miracles you performed are about to be destroyed at the hands of the very paragon of mediocrity.
Master! Are you alright, Master? You looked like you were having a nightmare.
I'm fine. It's nothing.
Thank goodness. For a moment I was afraid one of your dreams had taken you to another world again.
Has that really happened before?
Yes, several times. At any rate, Advocate Braun.
I know. He's here.
Well then, time to answer that age-old question. To pull the trigger or not to pull the trigger?
Is it the servant?
Yes, it is. The servant we believe to be Amadeus is standing in front of the church. He appears to be keeping his magical energy restrained. But he's also not moving from his position. Guess he's calling us out. What will you do, Master?
Let's go out and try talking to him first.
Understood. Watch out! Above you!
Whoa there. Well, that was a rather crude way to introduce oneself.
Is that Amadeus?
Well, well. Here I am waiting for more filthy rebels to show up. But who should I meet but the Chaldeans? There is no place for you in this Lost Belt, Chaldeans. Your only escape now is death at my hands.
Lost Belt? Is that what he just said? Ah, that's it! And if this land's textures have been overwritten, that would make this a belt. Ah, this is the final piece of the puzzle I need to complete my hypothesis. Hooey, look at you all dudded up. That's some kind of suit, or would you call it armor? You telling me that's Amadeus? I can't get a good reading on his spirit origin. He could be Amadeus, but he could also be someone else.
Regardless of who he is, the spirits seem to agree on one thing. He is very much a harbinger of death. God's love is nowhere to be found here. There is only the hunt. As I am no longer human, I shall grant you the gift of death.
Are you really Amadeus?
Silence. Silence, silence, silence! My name is Amadeus! It must be, or else God will never forgive me.
Something seems quite off about him, compared to the Amadeus we met back in France. I mean, it does say altar, but, psh, you know. Alright, yay, we have ghosts. I love enemies that drain my NP gauge. It's a good thing Phoebe has a fucking battery. I don't want to use any of my buffs yet if I can wait. Cool damage cut, that's not gonna matter for BB. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Alright, you know, surprisingly, we've already got our NP gauges charged up quite enough. Sounds like we can use her battery, and BB can use hers. I mean, BB's gonna get charged anyway, thanks to that. Let's go. Might as well get wavered a little bit. Alright, here we go, our boss fight against Amadeus Alter, the Avenger. So, there's quite a lot of reinforcements here, but, you know, they're not really all that important. Well, I say they're not important. You don't have to kill them, but, if you do not kill them, at the end of the turn they die. However, they also give Amadeus Alter here an attack buff. So keep that in mind. Try not to let him get too amped up if you can. Like try to take him out as fast as you can. That's always a given. Even though we're not gonna do too much with Sanzo here. I wish we'd gotten more BB cards so I could lock them in place. At the very least, we could get a crit rate down. Alright, well, we did about half his health. I want to take out his first break gauge before I use BB's Noble Phantasm. Oh, and a defense buff as well. So trying to let him get too powerful. How long do those last? Oh, those are permanent buffs. I mean, you can remove them since they don't have the black squares around them. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright, that's Discerning Eye on Waver. What we're gonna do is I'll unreturn information, then we'll attack with BB. Okay, we stunned Amadeus, so that's good. Well, I should have used alright, more attack and defense buffs. Let me use self-modification. That takes out his gauge. Monster. That really doesn't matter for me. Alright, he has quite a few buffs on him. Really wish I had like a debuff cleanse. But oh well. Let's face this man here. Alright, see if he has 20%. He's illusionary buff. Phoebe has a good amount of buffs on her that I'm not terribly worried. Maybe we'll be able to take out the ghosts with us. And we'll definitely be able to get Amadeus as a charge gauge down too. Alright, that did some pretty decent damage. Yeah, about half health down on Amadeus now. Alright, 21k left on Amadeus. Shit! All those crit ups just fucking destroying Waver. Holy shit. God damn. The fucking crits. Oh, and of course Faceless Moon wears off. But I mean, with the BB cards we have, we should be able to kill. Yeah. Alright, now I think we just have to take out the ghosts. Which should be pretty easy. I guess it's actually a pretty good thing that that our friend there ended up taking out most of the ghosts himself for buffs. Scarab. Weird drop, but okay. Hey, don't take this the wrong way, but... What is it? Did you really kill him? I mean, I'm sure you didn't kill him directly. But come on, you know, there's all sorts of indirect ways to kill someone, right? You think I killed him? Don't be stupid. Right, of course. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. No, I really mean it. Don't be stupid. Of course I killed him. Yes, I killed Amadeus myself. I am the one who requested the Requiem in D minor. It was I. I am the reason the great prodigy is dead. Preposterous. How fortunate I would be if only that were true. I couldn't kill him. I just couldn't. Not because we were good friends, or even acquaintances, but because I couldn't bring myself to snuff out the life of one with such God-given talent. That is who Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was. And yet, the world, myself included, cannot but seek someone to blame for the death of one such as he. So we told ourselves that some fool must have driven him to the depths of hell. All because they envied his divine symphonies. And all so that we could avoid facing the most hellish truths ourselves. That even a composer of his incredible talent could die as easily as anyone else. That is how I was remade. Yes, remade. But that's okay. That's how it should be. I loved him. I envied him. I yearned for him. I respected him, admired him, looked up to him. So, to bear the honor of being the one that killed the great prodigy, I could ask no greater gift of God. Still, that said, I feel like he once told me something. Something much more important. Please, just listen to me!
There is nothing for us to discuss.
Gotcha, you masked bastard.
Gah! Damn it.
It's not him. That's not Amadeus at all. He doesn't look anything like him, and his spirit origin is different. Not even being an alter could explain this much difference. Who are you, really?
I'm not Amadeus. Damn it, I'm not Amadeus!
Mr. John, look out! It's an ambush!
You guys must be working with old-fashioned radar. That explains why it was so easy to sneak up on you.
Huh? That voice!
Stand by, Oprichniki. This is the one I've been waiting for. Looks like the court musician isn't doing so hot. Well, that's okay. I wasn't gonna need him much longer anyway. Goodbye, Salieri.
Salieri? So that was Antonio Salieri. Kadok? Is that you?
Mash Curelight? Oh, you're just on comms. Now then. I know it's kind of cliched, but some things have just gotta be said, you know? We meet at last, last master of humanity. My name's Kadok Zim Lupus. I'm the crypter in charge of this lost belt. So we finally meet face to face. Alright, I think we'll have our confrontation with Kadok in the next episode. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye!